As autumn 1946 is coming to a close, significant naval invasions have happened along the back support areas, and have disturbed us and distracted us from completing our strategic objectives. We have taken Trøndelag completely, but Norrland is still not ours yet, so there's still a significant push necessary in this direction. One of the bigger problems is supply, because that supply hub is probably not going to be sufficient to cover the whole front line. So I am not sure, even if we build a port here together, they might be able to do that. I don't think we can hold this position here any longer, and we are very, very much out of manpower. So given that I need the war support to be higher, but I can't actually run any more propaganda efforts, I will probably try to run... I would love to run improved worker conditions, because that's going to increase our stability, which in turn is going to increase our war support. The problem is that's going to cost me 5% consumer goods, which means I'm going to be a couple factories short on the construction effort. And I think I will have to build yet another naval base here, just to, and that does not need to be a level 5 railway, just to supply, just to sufficiently supply the southern area. So that can be a level 2 railway. That should be sufficient. Okay, so we'll get that underway. We're still busy on construction engineering. I think I will run the improved worker conditions. So now all the invalid children and elderly who are not in a position to serve at the front lines are going to be getting slightly improved working conditions. In the meantime, we have to deal with this American invasion here, and the Americans actually have brought a floating dock, which is why they are still supplied, which is quite irritating. So while that's ongoing, we are going to get our troops across the lines here, and I think we will start attacking them along this connection and then trying to defeat them in detail. So let's get everybody in on that. And we're holding the port on the other side. There is another naval invasion going to happen near Helsinki. That's already in the works. And here we may just have to hold back for now. We have wiped out these last remaining divisions, so let's get the front lines tidied up and get all these divisions onto the front lines. These guys go onto the front lines while I am going to... How's my supply situation? Yeah, Trondheim is having trouble reaching the outlying areas, so we can probably not do like a large envelopment here, but instead we are going to just try and chip away at them. So once the divisions are in position here, I can move the naval divisions off for another river crossing, and we will probably take some of the mountain divisions are not particularly useful over here. In fact, I think I am going to get because we're no longer fighting in the mountains, I am just going to get the mountain divisions to reinforce the front lines here, which should allow me to bring the cavalry south, which will be a little more effective in breaking through. And we can probably divert one of these divisions to hold Trondheim. So we can bring the cavalry south here. And I will reorganize that as it goes. But for now, we do need to deal with the Americans here. So let's see if we can manage to break through their lines there. Yeah, they are still supplied, which is really irritating. But it's not gonna last forever. And hopefully we can manage to break through them there. and encircle them eventually. Advanced anti-tank is complete. Don't really need artillery, so we can just keep going with the recon. And yeah, we're shortening the front line here because it is just getting too long. Okay, but let's wait for these divisions to be finished, and then we can bring the 1st Army divisions back to... In fact, this army is mislabeled. That is the Territorial Defense Force. And we can actually give you some proper insignia. Okay, I think we have broken through. And that should allow us to... there's some Swedes here as well. I thought these were just Americans. Where did the Swedes come from? That should allow us to defeat these guys in detail over there, and then we'll deal with the rest of them. But we'll leave 1 division here behind to defend. No, still something planned. Where's that one planned? That's Tallinn again, yeah. Something planned near Tallinn, but that's okay. We can deal with that. We've got the divisions there. Here we are. Yeah, here we're just moving into positions. They are counterattacking us here. So at some point we'll need to fortify this line a bit more. But for now the mountains are going to have to do. And we are getting these divisions through. Yeah, let's deal with the Americans. We've got free military factories. In fact, that is good. Where do we need more military factories? Don't really... mechanized. Yeah, mechanized. We can put... let's put anything that comes up into mechanized, just so we can replenish that. The biggest problem is manpower at this point, and we've already asked the Hungarians for assistance with garrisoning. Okay. Defend first, and then once they are tired out, they should be running out of supply. Yes, they are starting. Yes, so the floating dock is no more. They are running out of supply, and once they have run out of supply, we will launch the next attack. But yeah, a lot of our divisions are starting to be a bit under strength, which is not great, but there's not an awful lot we can do about it at this point. So, okay, they are spreading out again in the north, but let's see if we can manage to capture that railway gun, and then we'll push them back into a single position. Where are they moving? Here. Yeah, that's not going to help them. We'll wipe them out here. Then we will have supply again, and then. Yeah, we're starting already to take on supply again. Hopefully we can capture the railway gun, but then after that we will... in fact, you just support from there. Just stay in position. Okay, 2, 1, and that's the last American division taken. Okay, let's see if we can capture the railway gun, and then we'll deal with these guys in the north. Meanwhile, we cannot wait for and yeah, we are really suffering from supply problems here. As such, probably I want the cavalry divisions here, which is closer still to Trondheim. And we will give these 2 cavalry divisions a front line here. 2 cavalry divisions, and their task will be to move along the river line and see if we can create a breach here, and we'll try a second breach from the north there, and we can already start orienting some 1st Army divisions onto that task, and we will see if we can cut off the northern half of it while we are working on the supply port. That actually probably needs to take priority. Yeah, like that needs to happen as quick as possible. Okay, back to the American operations. I will leave 1 division behind. We'll try to capture... In fact, we just need 1 division there. The rest of them can actually stay here. So 1 division move in. The rest of you can already start working on boxing in the Americans again. And we have overrun, and we have captured the railway gun. Perfect. And that means we have a new... Can I rename that from 41st Coastal Artillery? Dear America. In fact, let that move. Okay, we can't move just yet. We'll just encircle them there. We can see if we can push them back already here. But I think that's the that's going to be the end of them. Okay, so that's the end of that operation. We do have our naval troops. They can help with the river breach. So let's get them over there. And their task is to take Falun. And we've got another one of the assault divisions which can join here. Okay. And this one as well. There's no point in leaving them on that side when they have no supply. And we'll get the cavalry divisions already into position to counterattack while having one division in Trondheim dug in. And everybody is suffering from lack of manpower at this point. The British Parliament debates intervention in Scandinavia. British Parliament. You sure about that? We are sinking a fair amount of transports, but one of the problems is also... Oh yeah, that's nice. But we are losing a lot of planes in the process. So one of the problems is going to be that we are not going to be able to replenish these air wings, simply because we don't have any manpower left. So we will have to be a little conservative with things, how they're going. And I think, if I am looking at this, I think what's going to happen is that here we're not going to have supply. So I am going to need a supply position pretty much here, which is disastrous because building a supply hub is going to take absolutely forever. So I don't necessarily see, however, how else we can hold, because we have to take the territory up to here, and we're never going to have reach from this base over into these reaches. This corner here, that's the problem. So I think I'm going to need a supply hub right here to supply this area. In fact, I might actually hold off a little bit. Kill that construction again. The problem is this is going to take forever to build, and it's going to be really difficult to hold in the meantime. But we'll see. Okay, we have wiped out these American divisions. So we've got another railway gun. Nice. So we can actually... we've got one in the north here, which is no longer needed here. So we can bring that already south. And... okay, guided missiles are done. Do jet engines. We can get our submarines to be a bit better. Once we might actually use them in their intended role again at some stage. How are the submarines, by the way? Oh, we're not even going to be able to deploy that. Yeah, we're not even going to be able to deploy that because I have no manpower. Okay, we'll just cancel that line so the refits are going through. Because that's at least something we can do, because these submarines are already existing. Okay, we need to get the... Let's see, that's a 1st Army Division. You can get back here. Help with the assault. You are 3rd Army. You can hold here, just in case we get another assault happening. We'll position the railway gun here once we actually have our railroads back under control and we can actually use it. Then we can put that in place. This is Territorial Defense Force, so you can get back to probably just here. These two are 1st Army, so we're going to get both of them attached here. And everyone is underway. Yeah, everyone is underway to their new positions. And we have ourselves another railway gun that we have overrun, which is good. And they are already planning another naval invasion. Where exactly? here probably. So it's good that we're already moving troops south to push them back into place, yeah. Because that's probably going to be another 25 American divisions that are going to... In fact, in that case, I am going to get you to join there. And please railway there, yeah. Okay, we'll leave 2 divisions there in place to defend that. And everybody else moves into position. And we are being assaulted here quite aggressively, really, for that to be a defensible positions. What are we seeing here? Yep, the Dutch are attacking us again in Vasa. Do I need to bring somebody north from here? Maybe. Let's get 1 division north here. Railway it north, please. And here we'll have to see how we can break through. There's not an awful lot of divisions left. The problem is I don't want to wait until the Americans again go on to reinforce them. So I think we will just cut through as we go. We might take the east first, because we actually have more supply on the eastern side, and then we'll take the west last. So that... there are British reinforcements landing here already. This is northern Baltic, yeah. So, okay, the Dutch have landed, but it's a light tank brigade. But we actually have air cover, so not a big problem. How is our train situation? I think we are still losing in the Novgorod region, and that is just probably something that's going to continue until the end of days. We are shooting down significant amounts of their bombers, and they are destroying our trains. So as long as that sort of balance of terror keeps itself roughly, and we will get back to actually building AA there once we are through with the construction here. I'm not sure what's going on here. Deprioritize that. No, that one. There we go. Come on, south. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So just repair the railways here in Novogrodek, and then get back to building. Get back to building AA. Okay, we are starting to get our divisions into place here for an assault. And I think what I'm going to do is, with the concentration here, how's your planning? Can we do staff office plan? Yeah, let's do that. Can you actually deal with that Dutch? Yes, you can actually deal with the tanks yourself. Perfect. Railway gun is mobile at this point. So we are just going to move it into a defensive position near Trondheim, where it can assist with the defense. But I think we've got everybody pretty much on station here at this point. So I think, in fact, actually, we can just cross the river here. They have left the lines open. I think we are going to... Once their planning bonus is decently up, we are going to launch the offensive here and try to push south towards that. Unfortunately, everything here is going to be out of supply again. We already know that until that port is constructed, but at least that's something that's in the making, and it's going to be completed December 3rd. So we are not going to be out of supply for too long. But we have to take small and calculated maneuvers at this point. We cannot run too aggressive maneuvers that cost us too much. So I think we are good to launch the assault here. Breach the river position, and then push south. Push south around, surround them, cut them off here. And then wipe these divisions out, and we'll leave some behind as we go. We have railway gun support, and here we just push slightly south Let's see how that looks like supply-wise. I think here we are okay, actually, supply-wise. So, oh, I'm very tempted to make it to overstretch myself here and to run a two-pronged attack, because we have a potential here. If we can launch the cavalry attack along this line, and we should be able to. We have a okay, we'll try that. We'll go through, and we will launch the cavalry attack at the same time here, and we'll see if we can break them here and make that happen, while at the same time pushing them on the other side. This is going to... Oh, France has decrypted us. And we have dealt with the Dutch over there. Another naval invasion in Tallinn, and one naval invasion somewhere here. I thought I sent troops south. Yeah, can you please take the train and not march? And you, 3rd Army Division as well. I am just going to leave you here, just in case there are any weird American incursions that we haven't been warned about. You can support the attack from there. And we are trying to push them back. In fact, actually, what if we take down the Norwegians instead? Let's try that, because then we can capture these guys as well. So, take down the Norwegians. And we're trying to try to enclose this whole block here, while at the same time pushing through here to make sure they cannot reinforce anything, and see that we can cut these divisions off, and see that we can wipe them out there as well. It's a bit ambitious, I admit, but I think we can do it. In fact, this is only 5 divisions. I'm gonna divert 2 divisions here on this attack. Okay, we are running into trouble getting through these Norwegians here. Okay. In that case, okay. Abort this. Abort it. Abort it. We're overstretching ourselves. Just abort. Abort. Just move here, just so we're not... you need to pin these in place, so they're not taking the position here. Too much. We're overstretching. Okay. And you can... One of you needs to stay. The others can move. You move back here. And I think you're almost there. 12 hours. Yeah, that should be sufficient. Yeah. Okay. Stop that. And... Keep the attack going here. Try to encircle them in the east first, one at a time. It's easy to get over ambitious with these sort of things. It's very easy to get too ambitious. So let us leave one of the naval divisions here. No, actually we need to do this with defense lines at this point. One naval division there, and everybody else move around and try to cut these divisions off. Okay. Yeah, they're attacking us here now. I'm actually going to leave you on a defense line here, just to hold that side down. And we'll wait and see if we can break through. We can't break the Norwegians on the south side, but technically we don't need to occupy this territory. I just would like to have it because it's a defensible territory. Just go straight for the throat here. In fact, just go there. Okay. One of you needs to stay behind and until reinforcements arrive, just to make sure we're not getting cut off. Okay, support the attack here. That's what is that? A French division? Yeah, that's a French division. Do not let them reinforce their lines here. There's a big hole in their front lines on the eastern side. And we are running a little ahead of our supply here, but it's an opportunity that I don't want to miss. We've defeated the French. Reinforcements are on the way. Stop attacking. Where are you attacking across river lines there? You get yourself on that side of the river. And we have sufficient, okay, we have sufficient troops here now that we can, you move there and you move too close. Okay, instantly getting counterattacked across the river there. So we'll get you assigned here. And we've almost managed to close the trap. And then we'll... why are you attacking? Stop that attack. How did you get up there? Something weird is happening there. Let's delete these weird front lines here. This is not yet separated, so we'll wait. Okay, one more. Once more. Come on. We're almost there. I know we're completely out of supply. But... just bear with me for a little bit longer. Oh, how much longer? There we go. Okay, so you're in position. This division is almost in position to defend. Yep, we're in position to defend, and we are going to instantly launch the assault with everything we've got in the north. And we will try to wipe this down while these divisions here, they should be able to hold against these two Swedish divisions, right? It's a Swiss and a Swedish divisions. So we should be able to hold that. Let's do what we can. And just keeping an eye on nothing else is naval invading while I'm not looking, or breaking through the fortifications anywhere. We may have to counterattack them here, actually. There's not much there. Let's counterattack them. Because unfortunately we're not going to be... We'll just have to hold here. And we are rolling this up from the north. So we will just have to hold out here. Yeah, we're already launching the counterattack here. We'll just have to hold out until the rest of the divisions has arrived, and then we'll wipe out. These are surprisingly tenacious, and of course they are trying to get out, which we are doing our level best to avoid. But we have them pinned, I believe, at this point, so I don't think they have any chance of getting out of that one. And that would be a large chunk of the Eastern Territory. In fact, we are actually at the river line in the east. We're just going to need that port to finish, which is going to happen in December 5. So once again, we're down to a couple of weeks in which that we have to manage. But I think we can actually already get this division to push south and secure the river line there. We do need to still take this territory here, but I think once we have these divisions here wiped, this isn't going to be a huge problem anymore. I hope. Famous last words, really. The biggest question is supply, so we'll need that port finished before we can make any further operations here. And they just have to hold out for a little bit longer. I know they have been defeated, but these guys aren't getting out of there, so we'll leave them already here to dig in. We'll send an additional division south to hold that position while we're wiping out these final 4 Swedish divisions here. Please do not liberate them. I'm gonna have to pin them here, as much as I hate it, because I do have to be sure that these guys don't liberate them, which leaves me very, very open to counterattack. But I hope this was long enough. So this division is almost... Yeah, we've got them. Never mind. If they take it now, it's fine. We've got them. We have them wiped out, which means these divisions can already move towards the front line. And then we will wait for... We'll normalize our front lines. We'll plan our next attack. And I think we will go for... we'll go for the big one effectively. We'll try to push from the north as much as we can, and we'll try to push from the south here once we have supply from the port that's under construction. And then we from here we should have supply probably up to there, which means this area is going to be out of supply, which means I will have to build a supply hub here, which is going to take a very long time, but it's an unfortunate reality. Either way, I think we will be managing to, hopefully next episode, managing to capture the remaining territory. We are slowly improving our stability, and that should slowly also improve our war support. Now we just have to hold off against all these naval invasions, because there's another one happening here near Trondheim. We don't really have an awful lot. We've got the mountain divisions near Trondheim. So may as well actually send one. Yeah, let's make sure we're not losing Trondheim, if that's a major American incursion. Okay, one of our divisions has been cut off. That should not be a huge problem, because we are about to break through here anyway. So in 8 hours, they will be reconnected. We have pushed the French back across the river, and okay, they reconnected. Now let's push the French out, and then we'll hold. Then we'll hold for now. There we go. Now we will hold. We'll reorganize our attack lines. We'll wait for the construction of the port to finish, which is going to happen in a week. Then we'll have supply here, and then we'll take the rest of the territory. And then it will become a long game of, well, pretty much just holding on. Just holding on, and trying to not be naval invaded, and making sure that we are holding all the territory. We'll have to switch back over to finish the Unite Karelia, and then once we have the compliance up to 60% everywhere, then what's our resistance targets here? It could be worse, but compliance is very slow to grow, because due to our occupation laws, because we're on local police force, because we have no manpower. So if we can manage to get our war support up, and hopefully the amount of casualties is going to reduce a little bit, if we can get our war support up, then the situation should be hopefully a little bit better. But yeah. Anyway, that's it for me today. Thanks everybody. We are this close. To conquering the territory. I would have honestly never thought that I would get this far, but it's just a handful of provinces left in Norland that we need to take, and then we just need to hold the territory here. And then honestly, we might even just be able to push them out without going for the encirclements. We might be able to. They are so low on supply here. We might be able to just push through them. Maybe an encirclement here. Cut that off, and then take this, and then just build forts, build forts along the line and hold it. In fact, that's something, just so I don't forget, that's something that's the last thing I'll do in this episode. We will already start, okay, this is gonna be a pain. We will already start fortifying the line here. And these need to be level 3 forts. And they'll come eventually, but I think once we have the AA completed, then we'll get to the fortifications again. Okay, but yeah, until then, that's it for me today. Thanks everybody, and I will see you next time for more Baltic Unitary State disaster save. And I think we are getting closer and closer to the point that we'll manage to get core on all this territory. And I don't actually know how many how much population, 2.5 million on Polish territory. We've got 10 million on Soviet territory. How much population do we have all in all? We have that'll pretty much double our core population. So that should sort this out yeah, we're more than doubling our core population, and that should sort out our woes in terms of manpower pretty well. But the biggest problem is going to be to get the compliance up, because we're still at 5% here. So also I am going to redirect my operative from the internal network here, which hopefully gives us a little bit of an advantage into just in fact I might actually do that already. We'll start already reducing resistance, especially where I know I said I was going to stop, especially where it's relatively high, like here in the east, which is costing us manpower as well. We'll start in Murmansk, and that should reduce the resistance target here, yeah, to 20%. So that's good. That'll help, and we can also use I think there's a focus to resistance suppression that's -5% across the board, so that'll help as well. And then we'll see. We'll have to work on it for probably another couple of years, but then the situation should get better. Anyway, that's it now for real. I'll see you all next time. Thank you. Bye bye.